And
I'm glad that's on YouTube forever.
I'm gonna take that off.
I control the channel if I wanted to cut this. But I'm too lazy, so I won't.
Okay.
Note to self, go capture out the first 25 seconds of the YouTube video edit and put it at the beginning of the podcast. Noted! Noted!
I thought it was totally angelic.
Yeah, well,
Thank you.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I try.
I'm almost in tears here.
Uh-oh.
Tears of joy? I'm sure.
Sure.
Google Hangout sub-region.
Comfort and joy? Comfort and joy?
Comfort and joy, comfort and joy.
There you go.
What am I doing? I've done this before, I swear.
Sure?
I was gonna load something up, but I don't remember what. Oh, right, I need to load up my butt.
That's what you need to do. That's what you're forgetting.
Load up your
Forgetting
butt.
my butt.
Yeah,
I hate it when I forget my butt.
Yeah, don't forget your butt. Don't forget to turn on your butt as well. Don't forget to push the butt.
Don't forget to bring your butt.
Don't forget to bring a butt. Your butt. Or just a butt.
Your butt.
Or any butt.
Or
Any butt
any
works. Hi, Alpha Geek.
I feel like doing the whole routine. Perfect for a black person or a white person or person of any color.
Or even Hispanic people.
Hispanic people. Strange reference.
Indeed.
That was
All
awfully
right,
strange
so.
reference.
All right. This is my second
Obvious
cider, so I'm
dreams
starting to get a little giggly. All right, I'm gonna hit that button and do some mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brrr. Dale.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
All right, shut up. Matt.
Yo, I'm here.
All right, shut up. Raul.
I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Shut up.
Live stream provided by Alpha Geek Radio and
Listening to a podcast of Aren't you so looking forward to working with me on it?
Don't worry, he does this all the time. He just tells people to shut up all the time.
I do. Telling people to shut up and firing them. It's what I do.
Yes, everyone has been fired at least once on this network.
Indeed.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, but we're still all here for whatever reason.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go in 5, 4, maybe. Wait, 3, 2.
live streaming provided by Alpha Geek Radio and Alpha Geek Video. Visit tunein.alphageekradio.com to learn more.
You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geekio.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's not the one I meant to play.
Fuckers.
Mobile audio stream enabled at tunein.alphageekradio.com. Chat room enabled at geek-io.net/live. Geek.io initialized.
We're geeking out across the globe, so tuck in and hold on to your butts. It's time for the Geek.io show.
Geek.io, put geek in and geek out.
Alright, this is the Geek.io show, your weekly dose of geeky goodness, episode number 133, recorded Thursday, the Star Wars of Star Wars 2015. Hi, I'm CJ.
I'm drumming. Sorry.
And this is Matt.
Yeah.
And I'm Dale Campbell.
and
Wow, way out of order.
You're not supposed to be saying your name yet, Matt. Joining us this week on our last show of the year is a close personal friend of mine, the best damn druid you will ever know, Matt Rumbold, and there's a reason why he's on, and no, it's not just nepotism. Stay tuned to the end of the show for more information. Hi, Matt.
Hi.
How are you?
I am fantastic.
Excellent.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
I'm exuberant.
Excellent.
Exuberant. Wow.
Exuberant.
That's too fancy of a word for this podcast, but we'll take it.
I think there's a little bit too much of a fancy word for him. Did you hurt yourself there, Matt?
A little bit, yes. I think I strained my tongue.
Whoa. That means something totally different. That means something totally different.
Points of burn damage.
Yeah,
it can mean anything you'd like it to mean.
At that, well, that means something totally different here in Australia. So just so you know, just want to put that out there. I don't think you want to be yelling that from the street, spraining your tongue.
I sprained my tongue.
They speak English in Australia, right?
Yes. No, we speak German. Actually, that's not too far from the truth.
Yeah, we're trying to make a joke, and it just turned out to be truth.
Yep.
There's TJ hiding behind the brick wall.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Okay,
so, how are you doing, sir?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I think we had this discussion. I'm exuberant.
Oh.
I'm wonderful. Fantastic.
All right. Tell the people at home a little bit about yourself and not the thing that we're going to talk about later in the show.
Okay. I am a simple bartender, and I'm a gamer, and I love conventions. I have a few Facebook pages that are kind of cool.
What are some of those Facebook pages, Matt?
I don't know if I want to give out too much information at this point in time, but I will give out what I am. Right now, I have one big Facebook page. Well, not big, but it's called the Battle of BlizzCon. It's a page that deals with travel to Anaheim for the one event of BlizzCon. Anything from discount tickets, travel, accommodations, tourist information such as Disneyland, Universal Studios in LA. We know the best deals and how to get them. Also, I'm also part of the Blizz Nerds community, which I'm proud to be part of. When tickets go on sale for BlizzCon, we are the ones that will sit there and if you don't get a ticket, we will facilitate you getting a ticket from other members at cost. We don't believe in scalping. We totally believe in the fact that if you scalp and take advantage of the community, you're out.
Mm.
Other than that, yeah, that's a good summation. Full-time bartender and big old geek. That's me.
Hey.
What's your favorite geekdom?
I am a Blizzard game aficionado. I'm also a big comic book geek. Also, pretty much anything geek. I'm a big part of. I'm not a cosplayer, but I love cosplayers. I don't know. Talk about myself a little bit more.
How awesome are you?
Yeah, I know. And I love my community. I love my geek community. My geek and nerd community, I'm all about it. I'm all about serving them and serving them as best as I can. Ta-da!
That's awesome.
I'm afraid to ask a question because it might lead into what's going to happen at the end of the show. So I'm going to refrain from doing that because I don't want to give away anything.
If there's any other questions you have for me, by all means, you are more than welcome to ask.
I have this microphone in front of me, and it comes in handy.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
It comes. Whoa. And I'm not talking about talking, but anyway. So how long have you been interested in cons for? It's probably one of my main questions, I guess.
Actually, I've been interested in cons ever since my very first one in 2010.
Okay.
That was BlizzCon. I've always, it's just the sense of community. You know, it's kind of funny in the gaming community, we like to troll each other a lot. But as far as once you get that community together in a social medium and have them in real life, it's kind of an interesting turn of events.
Well, you remove the anonymity, so I mean,
yeah, of course,
you run into the issue where you get face to face with people, and it's a lot harder to be a jackass to somebody. So, you know, and the people that are jackasses to your face, you can quickly pull them out and be like, okay, you know what? We no longer want to be associated with you. Hit the bricks.
Plus,
well,
it's nice putting faces to screen names or voices.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. But I'm the guy that goes through these cons and also notices those that are off in the corner or off against the wall and not really talking to anybody. And I make it a personal point to sit there and approach them. I make it a personal point that, you know, these are your people. These are why you came. And I make it a point to definitely engage them and definitely let them know that you're amongst your own kind.
Yes, I get that same feeling. I think my first con was Alamo City Comic Con, and it felt like I'm home.
Yeah.
Yes. It's just that some people you have to really, even in that point, and of course there's a lot of social anxiety that goes along with our community. It's just a point that you got to make them feel at home, that they are a part of that community, and I'm a big fan of that. You know, it's like, go engage these people, get to know who they are in real life. I know that's almost taboo in our community, but no, really, it's you get to know them, you make them, let them know that you do care about them, and that in these settings you're not as quite as toxic, that the anonymity is broken away, and then you get to know how the people really are.
Exactly. Something that I haven't asked you, and I'm legitimately asking this, have you been to any other con other than BlizzCon?
No. Well, no, I'll take that back. I was at Charlotte Comic Con about 2 weeks ago.
Nah, nice.
And that was, and I actually attended another Charlotte Comic Con about, I'd say about 2 years ago. But that was right up the road from my folks' house, so it was pretty easy to go. But the lead off to this of why I was so interested in the cons was that the Battle of BlizzCon, dealing with travel information, so on and so forth, I thought I could probably service the larger community even more and branch out and be part of everything geeky and nerdy, and sit there and put what I've learned from just that and go from there.
Exactly. That's awesome. All right. Anything else before we move on into the next segment? We've got a lot of stuff to cover on the show tonight.
No, as long as we stay on the rails tonight, that'd be great if we could.
All right.
I'm going to try.
I mean, 7 shotguns in heaven, really, no guarantees there. 7 minutes
Well,
in
that
heaven.
means
I don't know.
that means I get to play this.
Gadgets, games, and gizmos.
I do things right every once in a while. This is Gadgets, Games, and Gizmos, where we talk about the things that we have been doing in the recent past. Let's start with Dale.
Absolutely nothing. Moving on.
Who's next?
I want to know what Matt's been up to. Oh yeah, I want to know what Jazz. I want to know what. Hang on, no, I want to know what Jared Azevedo's been up to. I've been drumming.
Guys. Yeah, I've been drumming, guys, and playing with my dog, and
Koroku's on the internet.
Playing, watching stuff for that other show that I'm on. CJ has the thing up for that he shouldn't have.
The Monday, every Monday night on the Geeko network. It's pretty rad. Actually, I was on that show, and it was pretty rad. I will give Chaz that.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was awful. I am not good with improv. But anyway, we'll move on. Actually, my smile read. If there's nothing else, I want to go find out the smile read I did for the Jessica Jones episode and flip that out and hang it on the wall.
Oh,
if nothing
Jones.
else, I'm very good at making people uncomfortable.
Yes.
It's true. I shared a room with him.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I was about to say romantic weekend ? Anyway, moving on.
Indeed.
What's the countdown at?
2 weeks and
2
1
weeks.
day.
2 weeks.
Those weeks will fly by.
How long have you? How long? Well, yeah, it's Christmas time in retail, so that's always fun. So that's
Matt, what have you been up to?
Just pretty much starting to build up some numbers as far as Facebook goes. As far as work, just working. And retail and food and beverage kind of go hand in hand during the holidays.
It is Madtown.
And people are drinking. And I have been making a lot of drinks. A lot of drinks. A lot of drinks. I can line them up right now if you'd like.
You like a lot of all up?
Any of
margaritas all the way around.
Right off camera.
Yeah. There we go.
Roll it right in and.
You been doing any of the gaming there, Matt?
Actually, I've been doing a lot of Hearthstone here lately.
Oh yeah.
To no avail. Been kind of running my head up against the wall. I think my highest rating has been 16, and just butting my head against the wall. I've been researching decks. It's been a little frustrating.
It happens.
Yeah, and it's one thing when I was in WoW, to research better DPS or better heals or better tanking. That was a little bit different story, but you're gauging ratios of wins and losses, which decks are better. You don't want to screw up a deck, but yeah, it's been a little frustrating. So, but I can, during this time of year, I can Hearthstone anywhere. I can't sit there and take my rig and WoW anywhere. So.
Yeah, could you imagine behind the bar, with your rig there, trying to serve drinks at the same time?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Get out of the shit! Get out of the fire! Get out of the fire! One moment. Get out of the fire! That's a rum and coke? No, not you. Get out of the fire! Rum and coke, right?
It's like, here's the rum, here's the coke. You make it.
Crap.
Yeah, you make it.
The tank is dying.
It's DIY night. Did you not read the memo?
Hey, the little drummer boy's here.
Oh,
yeah, everybody.
Rum-pa-pum-pum-pum.
Rum-pa-pum-pum. Rum-pa-pum-pum.
Anything else, Matt?
For right now, it seems like you have plans for the end of the show. So,
So okay, no, I have a quick interrupt. Sorry to interrupt, but CJ, have you told Matt about the tugging of the boat thing?
No. So yes,
happening.
I'm tugging
doesn't
massive
sound right.
You're tugging a
tugging
boat.
all of the boats.
Okay.
You're tugging all of the boats.
All of the boats.
All of the boats.
Tugging them so hard they might scream.
Whoa. Sorry to interrupt.
I am so going to leave that one alone.
All right, you get to pick who goes next, Matt.
I get to pick who goes next.
Yep.
Let's go with the drummer boy.
All right. Especially since I'm not even in the notes yet.
It's okay. This is just G3. Do your thing. What
All
have you been
right.
doing?
That's right.
Not a ton. Mostly looking at Christmas lights, going to see Santa, riding a train.
Did you take a picture with Santa?
I did. Well, yes, actually, I
On
did.
his lap?
No, I was not in his lap. I was holding Reese because he wouldn't go anywhere near Santa.
The Santa was Budlong, wasn't it?
No, it was not. It was not.
You were
Budlong.
sitting on Budlong's lap. It's time to admit it.
No, that was not.
You refuse to admit it!
What?
What?
I don't know what's happening. Why is CJ yelling?
You're sitting on Budlong's lap, apparently. Allegedly.
Uh-huh. Aside from that, Interstellar has been added to Amazon Prime, so I watched that last night.
Nice. How was it?
It's so good.
It's really good. Really, really good. Incredibly executed. A little heady and lofty, and maybe 3 hours is a little long to sit down and tuck in for a movie.
A little bit.
But
I'll be watching
but
it in a
it's-
couple of weeks before
But
the
it's
end of the year.
so beautiful. Like, man, it's just a beautiful movie. And I like a lot of the themes, even if they are a little heavy-handed and shoved down your throat a little bit too much. And then all of a sudden you're like, what are you talking about? Fifth dimension, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Magic.
Sure.
Got it.
Sure, we'll just roll with it. It's
Science
fine.
magic.
Magic
Science.
Magic science.
Of
She
course,
blinded me with magic science. Wait, hold on.
Good Lord.
Hold on. I have a
I'm old
thing.
enough to remember when that song came out.
Whoa!
Oh, there we go.
Science!
I haven't got to play that forever.
We don't do that.
Yeah, it's also temped really loud, so oops.
Talking about Amazon Prime, Jared, have you seen Man in the High Castle yet?
The first 4 episodes, yes.
Is it pretty good?
I love it. I freaking
It's
love
bloody fantastic.
it.
Because
If you listen to a show that Jazz and I do, you may know that we discuss it ever so often when
We talked
Jessica
about
Jones
those
is in
3 episodes. But we took a break from that to focus on Jessica Jones. And I had planned to watch some last night, but instead I watched Interstellar. So
yeah, I've got Jessica Jones on a slow drip because it is so good.
Whoa.
slow drip. Jesus, I couldn't stop.
Slow drip, and we have a show title.
Alright.
Yes,
aside
we
from
do.
that, nothing too exciting. So Christmas things and Interstellar.
me
so
and
nothing
Raul
all right. I want to hear what Raul's doing. I want CJ to go
Alright.
last.
Well, pretty much
Weird
almost-
feeling.
I'm getting ready for Christmas. Tomorrow's my last day at work.
Lucky.
Prepping for Star Wars. Like I say, Jessica Jones. Playing some Resident Evil 4, trying to finish that. I'm going to stream 5 and 6. Lots of Hearthstone too. I'm probably going to buy the new adventure.
It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, because I think this would be the first adventure I'd actually buy, but I'm thinking about going back and actually buying the.
Get Nax at least. Get Nax too.
Yeah, I haven't gotten Nax, and I'm kind of starting to regret that I haven't, and probably next
Yes.
week I'm going to get it.
Some of the
it's-
biggest cards in the meta come out of Nax.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I need some Nax cards. There's all there is to it, and I'm going to go in there probably next week and going through Nax.
And BlackRock is fine, but it's not as important as Nax.
Well, not since they nerfed Patron.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, you have Emperor Thorazon, which is important, but that's pretty much the only card that is used with any regularity.
It is.
Yeah, and I also learned something new in Hearthstone. If you play Preparation and you play the coin, it counts as a spell.
Yep. I've been burned by that.
Yeah, because I was going to do a cool rogue combo, but I blew it. The thing with the rogue is that you have to plan everything out so meticulously, so it'll actually work right. I'm running a pirate rogue deck, so Secret Pally is seriously insane right now.
Secret Pally is seriously insane. I've been doing a kind of a combo between a Secret Pally and a Flappidin. But
You're a Flappidin.
I'm not sure how.
What?
No, you're a Flappidin, sir.
I don't know what. I don't know what that's going.
I can't remember what the Flappidin is.
It's Murloc.
Ah, yeah. What was I playing? I was playing the Christmas Brawl where.
Oh yeah.
I actually got. Is it what, every fin for yourself or something like that?
Every fin is awesome.
Yeah, I popped that and I just like, oh my god, it just floats.
Every fin is cool if you're part of a team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very much so.
Audio listeners, that was me giving a 30-second eye roll. But anyway, moving on.
They have Hearthstone in Australia, don't they?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. I was eye rolling at the bad puns, but anyway, moving on.
Team Jad joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need some Tim Tams. Come on.
All right. Anything else? Anything else?
Not much.
I what you did there.
I mean, everything we're saving for the second part of the show.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so my turn.
Your turn.
So I'm playing Hearthstone right now as we speak. I can neither confirm nor deny this fact.
Has this turned into a Twitch stream?
We're on Twitch, twitch.tv/geekio.
Oh, okay.
Am I streaming? Geekio show is live.
Yeah, OBS got stupid on me.
Oh.
Got stupid. You got stupid.
It went.
Getting stupid in here.
Stupid in here. Thank you.
Yeah. Right now I'm playing a Reno Jackson mage, and swamping this hunter that for some reason just unloaded a bunch of Murlocs on me. Not sure exactly what happened or what this guy's game is, but, well, yeah. Other than that...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Other than that, and right now I am rank... I haven't been playing ranked much. I'm back at rank 18, but I'm planning on being at least 10 by the end of the month. I'm hoping to get 5 to get the epic, the golden epic. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that or not.
You have motivated me to get back on those decks.
I have moted you. Good. I'm glad I can mote you.
Tune into the second half of the show for more on that motoring.
Yeah. Well, with Hearthstone that rank like 1918, that barrier is kind of hard to get through.
It is. Between 8. Well, this month is a little weird because of everything from League of Explorers. Everything is really weird right now.
Daily
So-
meta changes.
Yeah, exactly. So you're dealing with a lot of shifts and a lot of people that are purposely playing into lower ranks. By the way, this kind of talk will also be playing into the end of the show when I do even more announcements. So,
It's the 12
it
days
is
of
a-
announcements.
it is the 12 days of tugging boat.
On the 4th day of Christmas, mate. Oh, never mind.
Your boat tugged you. Other than that, I've been playing a lot on my Vita. Delbert Sand, who does our Blizz Geeks and Gamer Geeks stuff, he let me borrow some games for the Vita. Everybody should remember my Christmas sob story last week about the Vita. And I've been playing this game called Danganronpa. And yes, Danganronpa style was the first thing that I came out with, and I almost got hit for it. But it's a visual novel / crime drama kind of game. So you have like your your Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney games. It's much akin to that, and it's a ton of fun. But it's as with most things that I play, say it with me, super Japanese.
There we go.
There we go.
So, yeah, you deal with that. If you don't like anything Japanese, you are going to hate this. But I what the first game has actually been made into an anime, and instead of playing through the first game, I just watched all 13 episodes of the anime while I was at work.
Shouldn't you be doing something else while you're at work?
No.
It's Christmas time. I don't get any calls this time of year. Everybody's on vacation.
Well, as long as you're getting paid.
Yep, exactly.
And watching anime.
So I did that, which it fully encompasses the entire first game. So I didn't actually have to play any of the first game, and now I'm playing the second game. And it is just genuinely a lot of stupid fun. You do have to think a lot, so it's hard to just straight focus on it. Because you can't focus on anything else, because you're being a detective. You literally have to look in every single corner. I also have been playing this game called Freedom Wars for the Vita. Damn it, I lost! For the Vita.
You lost your Vita.
Stupid
oh no.
freaking hunter.
No, he just lost.
He just
round.
lost.
He's
Okay.
actually playing the game he's talking about right now.
No,
Yes.
Freedom Wars is an interesting game. It's a strategy RPG set in a post-apocalyptic future, so you have, and I'm not joking, zombie robots.
Zombie robots.
Don't ask, it's Japanese. It's a lot of fun, and it was free. So, I've also been playing a little bit of Persona 4 Golden, which is just so good. Again, super Japanese. Still playing Dragon Quest Heroes, which I didn't put in the notes right. And my son AJ is all into Star Wars right now, but he's not so great on the violence of the live-action movies, and plus the original trilogy is really slow-paced for a 5-year-old. So we are currently getting a Star Wars fix by watching Rebels and Clone Wars.
No.
Nothing.
Both
Not bad series at all.
are just so great. Like that is just such a great. Both of those are so great series.
They are good series. Very good series.
Clone Wars, amazing. Rebels, I haven't seen enough of it yet.
Rebels got good, real good, but it started rough, but it got real good. You do have to stick around a little bit for it. About 5 or so episodes into the first season is where it turns around. A major person from the series comes into the second season,
I saw that
and
episode.
AJ about lost his crap when he saw that. My son is definitely a dark side person, and when he saw a certain person, he just absolutely lost it. It was fantastic to watch.
Are you avoiding Star Wars Rebels spoilers? Are you really doing that?
Fine. Darth Vader shows up.
I know who shows up. You sent me the link of greatest moments or whatever.
And when Darth Vader showed up, like everything, just nothing else mattered. It's Darth Vader, Daddy! Darth Vader's on Rebels! Oh, Daddy! Yes.
So they have a point where this has to end, right?
Not really. I mean, it takes place between 3 and 4. So
Which
you
is
have
only what?
20 years.
Is Luke 20 in the first one? I thought
Yeah.
it was like 18 or 17 or 18.
No, he's 20. Ish. But still, you're dealing with a lot of years that have passed there, so you have lots of time to build on mythos, which is just great. And they do such a great job with getting a good mythos set up.
Yeah, it's so funny. Back in the 90s, mid-90s, I was playing Star Wars, the RPG tabletop.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's still
that
a
old.
thing. I haven't played it yet, but other than that, not much. I've been just kind of chilling, playing Metal Gear Solid when I have game time.
Game time.
Can we talk about the news of Kojima?
Yeah, I mean, Kojima left Konami finally, started his own thing, and his first game's going to be a PS4 exclusive. Yay! It won't be Metal Gear. Boo!
I think I heard that it might be on PC as well. Or maybe
Not from what I've heard.
Okay. Yeah, so and he's grown a beard, so he is actually Big Boss.
Yeah, right. Japanese people look weird with beards, by the way. I'm just putting that out there. All right, so we're going to take a break before we get into the best and worst of 2015. We're going to do things a little bit differently this year than what we've done last few years, which was just lists. So we're going to change things up a little bit, not too much. And then after that, we will take a look into our crystal ball and show you what you can expect in 2016.
I thought we'll open up the crystal balls and show you some more mini balls that were inside the crystal
balls,
crystal
not
ball.
balls.
Yeah.
Wait.
Ball.
So our crystal ball is filled with smaller crystal balls?
Yes.
Yes.
That's very...
And during the break, you're going to hear from the brand new, just came out this week, new Professor Shy Guy album at professorshyguy.bandcamp.com called Fragmentation. I'm going to play Enlightened One. I've never heard it before, so I don't know what it's about, but, it's Shy Guy, so you can't go wrong.
He'll probably get us kicked off YouTube.
Most likely.
Most likely.
We will be back here in a few minutes. Stay tuned.
No. I mean, yes.
This Geek.io podcast network program is sponsored by Audible.com. Go to geek-io.net/audible to claim your free audiobook today. You can choose from one of their bestsellers or from 150,000 downloadable titles across all types of literature, including fiction, non-fiction, and periodicals. Are you a fan of some of the Smackdown movies that we've bet on in the past? Then you can get the books that some of those are based off, including American Sniper and Unbroken, right now at geek-io.net/audible. To sign up for the free 30-day trial to get that audiobook credit that you've always wanted. After your trial, your membership will renew at $14.95 a month. With your membership, you'll receive one free credit every month, every single month, plus other Audible membership benefits. And if you don't like a particular book, you can exchange it at any time with the Great Listen Guarantee. No questions asked. For more details, go to geek-io.net/ Audible. We'd like to thank Audible for their support of the Geek.io network. Want a custom computer? Want to run the latest games at the highest graphics with no lag? Want to build a computer that can make and edit movies or videos like them they're professionals? Pugent Systems has your solution. Go to geek-io.net/Pugent to build a brand new custom computer. We'd like to thank Pugent Systems for their support of the Geek.io network.
Here I stand, anger dripping from my hands, trying to prove to all that I fit in. Well, I guess I do. With diversity removed, there's not a lot we have to prove. How can I lose? Just me and my boys, stuck in our loop without the better choice. How did I end up so far away from the open world I once craved? Now I'm stuck to living one safe where I die as soon as I awake. Every step bringing me a bit further from the enemy that I've become. When I arrive, I will never look back. I can't turn back now. But can I leave with the mess I left behind for someone else to find? I will never escape decay. I guess I must turn back. I can't run away. Over and over, I blame the controller when I die every time. I wanna turn it over and over and over. I claim I have closure, but I lie every time. How did I end up so far away from the open world I once craved? Oh no. Now I'm stuck with living one safe where I die as soon as I awake. Over and over, I blame the controller when I die every time. I wanna turn it up and over and over. I claim I have closure, but I lie every time. Here in the cave is a game I'll never win. We'll just rebuild within when the time is right out to verse. Because the more I explore, the weaker the curse. So many places that I have yet to find to get me past the grind. I don't need to defeat the past. It's already evolved, the wind won't last. The wind won't last.
Holy crap, that was good.
That was amazing.
Duh.
Duh.
Not that I had any doubt, but it's like I
Yeah.
said, it's the first time I listened to it, and like, wow. That was Owen Layton one from Professor Shy Guy from his new album Fragmentation. You can get it over at professorshyguy.bandcamp.com. Yeah, absolutely. I now know what my entire weekend is going to be dedicated to.
Same as every weekend, Professor Shy
Listening
Guy.
to Professor
Yeah.
Shy Guy. Yeah. Gotta get him back on the show.
Yeah.
Not as a not as anything weird, just on the show. I've been trying to get him to play D&D with us, but he's so busy. I wanted him to come on and be a villain, but I haven't been able to get a hold of him to do that yet.
That would be cool.
That would be rad.
All right, so wait, I have a thing to play.
You have a bumper to play. Let's see if it's the right one. We're 1 for 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the scorecard is 1 for 1.
Indeed.
No, Geek-ass!
Yes!
2 for 2.
Bumper scorecard is 2 for 2.
Nailed
ladies and gentlemen. 2
it.
for 2. Nailing it.
Now the hard one's coming up.
Oh my.
Go ahead and get it ready.
And it's my bumper too.
Yes,
So.
All right, so this is our last episode for 2015.
Aww.
And as we've done every year now, for the 4 years including Tadpool Tech, we take a look back at this previous year. And before, we've just kind of done top 5 lists of stuff we've liked and disliked about the year, which was fine because everybody likes a list. But wanted to do something a little bit differently this time. We're going to
Debate club.
do a little bit of a debate class. We're just going to kind of go around and just talk a little bit about each of these, and just kind of go over what we each thought was, the best, worst parts of it. And just as a little heads up, I'm going to throw news into this as well. So obviously, there's been a lot of politically charged news this year. So if you're easily offended, I apologize.
I don't. You can, but I won't.
Whatever, it's your opinion. Who cares?
Exactly. All of this is circumstantial and also our opinion. Your mileage may vary. So on to the best and worst of 2015. We're going to start off like we always do with, this has been a big deal this year, gaming.
Gaming's a big deal? What?
It is.
Gaming's a big deal?
There's a reason why I asked Matt on and not somebody else who doesn't play games, so this way we can drown out Mr. Chicken Soccer in Final Fantasy VII.
Look, it was amazing. You shut your dirty mouth.
Ain't nothing wrong with Chicken Soccer.
We got a good hour and a half out of
Hey,
Chicken
I played
Soccer.
a game from this year. I played Fallout Shelter.
That's right.
I did too.
Are you bringing your? Are you bringing a computer, Dale?
We're
With
doing
you?
it on my laptop. Yeah.
Yeah, we could play Rocket League with you not lagging.
I thought you were about to
Computer
say
door.
Chicken Soccer. I'm like,
And Chicken Soccer.
Chicken
Heck
Soccer.
yes. Car soccer and
So I mean,
chicken soccer.
this has obviously been a big year for games. There's been a bunch of franchises that have come out with their anticipated sequels. So you've had your Fallout 4, your Metal Gear Solid 5, your
Batman.
Your Batman, your
Heroes of the
Dragon
I remember
Age,
that one.
your
This year.
Witcher. The Batman actually had a lot of flack because of how it performed on PC. I never had that issue, but apparently a lot of people did. So bad that they literally pulled it from the store and issued full refunds to people.
They pulled it twice, didn't they?
Yes, yeah, exactly. They pulled it, put it back up, was, hey, it's fixed. It's more broken than before. Pull it down, pull it down. And you've had your Wizards of the Coast releasing their 5th edition game, Sword Coast Legends, with the tiniest freaking text in the world, so I can't play it because I'm blind. But apparently that's really great once you get into it. It's like the Neverwinter Nights games just amped up to 5th edition, which I've been playing a lot, and it's a good addition. So yeah, that's kind of that's the big names. Obviously, there's been hundreds of games released this year that have been great, but smaller games. I mean,
Indie
smaller,
titles.
quote unquote. Yeah, you've had some great indie titles this year.
Rocket League was
Five-
released this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, Rocket League was
amazing.
released this
Rocket
year,
League.
and it's technically a indie title. It reached $15 million this week, raised. So I mean,
That's a lot for an
That
indie title
is.
game. That literally you get a car, dress it up, have rainbow sparkles, shit out the back if you want, like I do. You literally, the last hour of the Extra Life Marathon, which we'll talk about later, I'm sure, but literally it was Daryl and my rainbow sparkle car. It was amazing. But yes.
Yeah, that is an extremely fun game.
And it's
Oh,
all about,
yes.
big cars, hitting
yeah,
a
kicking
ball
a
around.
ball. Like
Kicking a
there's
ball.
there's not a
Usually
lot of
nothing to it.
depth to it. There's no depth whatsoever to this, but it's because there is no depth to it that just sometimes it's just great to get in there and have a swear fit and just have a great time.
And what's awesome about it, like the more you play, it's like pool. You start noticing like hit it at this angle, and you're like, you start getting acclimated towards the game.
Yeah.
And then you queue up for a game, and then you get completely destroyed 10-0.
I'm great at this against the computer.
Against the computer.
That's my issue with MOBAs too. Like I'll play Heroes of the Storm and I'll go like 15 matches against the AI and win every single one of them. I go into one match with a team, even with people that I know, and I'm like flopping around like a fish out of water.
Yeah.
Heroes of the Storm officially released in 2015, right?
Yes.
It was in beta for most of 2014, right?
Yeah, the beta happened last year. It was fully released this year.
What about Hearthstone? Was that released this year, or was it
That was
last year?
That was
last year.
All right.
But there was a lot of updates to it though this year.
Oh yeah, I mean Hearthstone had. I mean Hearthstone took everything, and Blizzard did a lot with Diablo and Hearthstone and StarCraft this year, taking the games that you loved and just completely making them infinitely better. Diablo is better than it's ever been, in my opinion, with 2.3 and 2.4 releasing. Hearthstone just keeps getting better and better every time they release new cards. StarCraft, obviously, Legacy of the Void released, and if that's your thing, then holy crap, massive. Blizzard,
Right now,
as usual, just sweeping the floor with everybody.
Yeah, they're on top of everything right now.
And Overwatch is just brilliant. Like, I got to play Overwatch for a little bit this year, and I went ahead and pre-ordered it as soon as I played it, because not only is it pretty, it's well balanced. And this is just it's in alpha right now, or beta. Sorry. It's so beautiful. It's well balanced. Like. It's hard to be significantly better than everybody else in it. Obviously, you have your people that are great at FPS games being a little bit better, but there are ways around them. And they've just proven the fact that even they don't need to have an established IP to make an amazing game.
Well, I mean, most of the assets probably went into this, right?
Most likely.
They're probably going for something else, and then this ain't working in this piece, so let's scrap how many years they put into Titan and make this game. Yeah. And Blizzard's notorious for doing that too.
Oh yeah, Matt, this is kind of your forte. What's been your highlights of 2014?
Or 2015, for that matter.
Or 15. Sorry.
And your microphone's muted, by the way. Just want to put that out there.
Yeah. So he's probably been saying things, and
he probably has. Yeah, you know.
We're not purposely ignoring you.
No.
How's that?
That's
there
absolutely perfect. Exquisite, if you will.
As far as a whole, as far as what Blizzard's released, I will definitely say they are on top of the game. I've gone to 5 BlizzCons altogether, and this past one being my 5th. This was like the the last two have been not all about WoW. It's been about everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, they didn't exclude World of Warcraft at all, but in aspects of Hearthstone, in aspects of Overwatch, as far as being able to sample the games and all that, and it was phenomenal, especially when in the really long lines for Overwatch. It was insane. The only thing that I'm salty about is I didn't get the beta. I got to test run it on the stress weekend, and that was it. But
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I was a little salty about that. I wasn't even salty about not getting in on the man, this is bad. On the beta. Yeah, use your words on the beta for the new World of Warcraft expansion. I wasn't salty about that. Yes, thank you, Legion. When I didn't get in on the beta, I was like, okay, I'm fine. I've been doing WoW for a decade. I'd rather see the finished product. But when it came down to Overwatch, I was like, man, I want in on that beta. I want in. I want in. I want in.
Just let me play.
Like, yeah, let me play. Heroes of the
Spring
Storm.
2016, right?
Yeah. They're estimating March. All of the people that I trust for release dates are saying March.
And there are esports teams already kicking up for Overwatch. And I was like, really? I was like, holy crap. I'm seeing it all over the community. It's like they're insane about it. And I was like, man, I need in on this. I need in on this beta. But yeah, it seems like
I may or may not have signed up to be a commentator for a good sized tournament for Overwatch when it re-releases.
Oh my God, I'm insane about it. I'm like, I want in. Give me Overwatch. Give me Overwatch.
Man. Yeah, I mean, and it's also made content creators like fall behind on content because they have Overwatch.
Yeah.
Like, why aren't you coming out Fallout 4 Overwatch?
and and certain games have completely changed around their stylization and gameplay to be more like Overwatch, and the game's not even out yet.
Why not? Well, you can't mess with Blizzard. I'm telling you, they keep putting out the content, and it's great content.
Apparently, it only takes 12 years for Blizzard's games to start showing their age a little bit.
12 years is amazing.
That's amazing, though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. That's not a bad thing. The fact that World of Warcraft is finally now just getting to a point where it's on normal MMO levels, 12 years in, is freaking astounding.
Oh yeah, it is astounding.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Blizzard lost 1 million subs this quarter. Well, that's more subs than like 3
Some
or 4
MMOs have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's like nobody has those numbers. No MMO has those numbers, never has. People will sit there and talk down about Blizzard when at the height of their subs during Wrath, that they don't have any subs, but that's 12 million subs.
Yeah, I mean, well, everybody hates the Forerunner. I mean, that's why you have a lot of Apple haters. You still have your Windows haters. You know, anything that is clearly the Forerunner, people hate. It's because they're all dirty hipster millennials, Dale.
I love everyone equally because I have a Windows computer, I have an Android phone, and I have an iPad. So don't you be throwing that hipster millennial shit on me, thank you.
Filthy millennial hipster.
Hipster.
I do not.
CJ, technically, I'm a millennial as well.
Yes, you are. You're a filthy millennial hipster too.
Yeah, but I'm
technically.
I'm on the other side of that.
Aren't you technically a millennial?
Everybody but here but Matt is a millennial. That's only because Matt's like
I'm an Xer. So yeah, I'm an Xer. I got to grow up and watch this technology develop.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Although I probably you're not solely responsible, but thank your generation, for me.
Hey, my first game system was Pong.
Ah, the heady
So
days. Of
on to what we've watched this year, good and bad. Bad games. That's a hard one because most people forget bad games that they've played. So
The Order 1886.
I haven't played it. It's still sitting on my thing. I'm gonna go with Thief. That was 2014, but I played it for the first time this year. Also, Assassin's Creed, not Syndicate, Unity.
Black Flag?
Dear God.
Oh, Unity.
Oh, God.
So, all right, on to stuff that we've watched. Obviously, we have a big thing looming opening today. One would say that it's awakening today. But what's some of the best and worst that you've seen this year? Movies, television, doesn't matter. Jessica Jones, by the way, for me, obviously, right up top.
Yeah, we know. We love your.
We figured that.
So,
absolutely on top.
So
100%.
CJ's favorite television of the show of the year is Jessica Jones. What's your favorite, Raul? Television show.
Television show?
It doesn't have to be something new this year, but it's something you had to discover for the first time.
No, it has to be new this year.
Thing is
Also-
that I don't watch a lot of TV shows. I mean, the only things I watch online are anime and whatever Netflix is showing. Jessica Jones, I'm still, like I said, I have that on an IV drip. On a slow drip.
IV drip.
Yeah, slow
I
drip.
saw all of 7 Deadly Sins.
Oh, that's great too.
Yeah, but the final episode suffers from there's a second season.
Yes. Well, so does Jessica Jones.
Yeah, so is Jessica Jones.
Oh, thank you.
Jessica Jones.
Spoiler.
Hey, we're gonna introduce all these plot threads. We're gonna put a lot of weight on them, and then just completely dismiss them. Don't worry, we'll take care of those later.
So, was just on TV, right? Well, we're not going to movies yet, right?
Not yet.
Just TV.
Okay, I already know what CJ's favorite of the year is.
Movie?
Favorite movie?
Huh?
I don't know if you do. All right, Dale, what's your favorite television show?
I don't really watch much television, to be completely
All right,
honest.
Jazz, your favorite television show.
Beep boop beep boop.
I would say the new series of Orange is the New Black for me. That was just amazing, considering I haven't seen much television. Moving on, Jazz.
My favorite show of the year, hands down, is Mr. Robot.
Oh
It is just
yeah,
incredible.
yeah.
Incredible.
Absolutely.
That show is the best.
Is that show going to come to Netflix or Amazon anytime soon?
It's a USA show, so I don't know because they've pulled a lot of their stuff from Amazon now. Like everything on
Universal,
Psych.
Yeah, it's Universal, so I'm gonna say Netflix, but probably not until closer to the second season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
it
saw
might-
the
it
first
might.
season, but then I'm very bad at catching set time shows.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, there's this amazing system that I was recently introduced to, and Jazz has been talking about for like 8 years now, which is Play On, and right now they're running a special. You can get your lifetime membership for $50. Do it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Really?
They'll let you record stuff off of the internet.
Yes.
Video.
Which we would
Mostly
never do.
legal.
Mostly legally.
For review
It's
purposes
for
for
your personal use only.
Yes.
Backup purposes.
Backup purposes only.
It's basically just it's kind of location shifting, so it's akin to what like a Sling Box does, but less pain in the ass to set up.
Yes. And, because it's totally legit that I've recorded about 20 episodes of Handy Manny to load up for our Disney trip.
Is that going to be
That is for personal use, though.
episodes?
Personal use, totally.
Yes.
All right, Matt. What about you?
7.5 hours, a long time.
I've actually liked Peter Capaldi and Who, Doctor Who.
Nice. Yeah, this season he's been great.
I think it
and
offered-
last season, yeah.
I liked it.
I
This year, though, yeah,
I
it's
didn't like the season
fantastic.
ending for last season.
No spoilers. I've been being in my industry, and it comes on a Saturday night. I haven't been able to catch up probably within the past 6 episodes. So
No,
it's
I'm talking
so
about last
dude,
season. I'm talking
it
about like
gets
his
so
first season.
good.
The first season as Peter.
Yeah. The
I didn't
last
like
6
that.
episodes of this season just so great.
I'll have to wait till they hit Netflix then.
All right.
Any honorable mentions? Anyone? I have a
Walking
few.
Dead.
Okay.
7
Legit.
Deadly Sins, Mr. Robot,
Agent Carter. For me.
Agent Carter,
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul, yeah.
And Daredevil, because
Yeah, Daredevil's up there.
yeah,
I
Daredevil's
think
definitely up there.
the weakest show this year by far, and this is not going to surprise anybody at all either. Fucking Heroes Reborn.
Yeah.
That show was the most miserable time that I have ever spent.
Yes.
Oh my God! I wasted 4 hours of my life that I'm never going to get back on that fucking show.
They will
5
never
hours,
have
5
our trust
hours.
ever again.
No,
Burn
that
us
show is
alive.
completely dead to me. Yeah, you're dead. It's dead. You're dead. You burned me twice now on the show. It's not happening a third time.
You're done.
Only once. Shame
Heroes
on.
Rebirth. Maybe.
No, I don't care.
Heroes
Zachary
Afterbirth?
Levi couldn't save that show.
Afterbirth. Yeah, Heroes Afterbirth.
Zachary
So
Levi
you.
couldn't save Heroes Reborn.
What if they brought in Abrams? Wait, no. Who's the one?
No,
that
then
did
he would make it Lost.
What?
Then he would make it Lost, which I hated. So no.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Lost was my favorite show, but I don't know about Abrams doing Heroes.
Any
saw
other
the Star Trek
disappointments? Oh yeah, dude.
No, Heroes Reborn. It's bad. Yeah.
I guess
I saw
Arrow
like 2
season
episodes of that.
There you go.
Arrow season 2. That I had to
Oh,
watch.
season 2 was okay.
It was
Season 1 was
okay.
good. I just saw season 1, and a friend of mine told me stop watching.
Arrow?
Stop watching.
Yeah,
Arrow?
Heroes.
Oh, Heroes. Yes, Heroes.
Yeah.
Stop at season 1. You could maybe get into season 2 and have it be tolerable, but yeah, 3 and 4 don't exist.
And Heroes Reborn, just skip it. It's fine.
Yes. You can watch season 1 and get a great story, get a season 2 to wrap up a bunch of the storylines that were kind of dangling, and then just stop. I thought you were talking about Arrow there for a second. I'm like, wow, no, you got that backwards. Arrow season 1 is...
Arrow season 1 is the worst. The absolute worst thing I've ever had to
It's
watch.
got a little bit too much CW in it.
Oh, yes, very much so.
It's intensely so.
Isn't that like the first season? It's a little bit CW, and then they feel the waters, and then they just like.
A little bit, but then some of that stuff carries over into season 2, which is better, but it's still there. And then even in season 3, it's not nearly as bad, but there's still like little dangling things. Like they just can't let it go. And then you get to Flash, which is a CW show, but it's been freaking tastic. They
There's so
totally
much-
understand how to do it right, and it's wonderful.
I've actually watched. Yeah, I've watched a few episodes of Flash, and it's actually very well done.
It's
Oh, yeah.
incredible. It is an
Supergirl's
exquisitely done
fantastic,
show.
too.
I haven't watched Supergirl yet.
I'm gonna have to
It's
try
really
some
great.
more Supergirl. Like I liked it, I just wasn't super
The
into
first
it.
3 episodes are they're getting their feet on the ground, but after that, just absolutely, it's great.
Oh, and I read the spoilers that that you wouldn't tell
Yeah.
me, CJ. Because
yeah,
the internet
they
told
punish
everyone.
you for knowing comics. I told you. Like I showed up. Like, wait a second. What? No. Wait. What?
That's not how it
what?
works.
Oh, they completely ditched the comic story, or what?
No, they
No,
hurt
they-
you. They actually physically harm you for knowing
They're like,
comics.
Here's this
Ah.
thing from the comics, and when you knew, if you know what comics, you know what this thing is. But then we're gonna change that completely.
They just like take it and just smash your face into the ground with it.
Oh,
Tricked you.
You think
fooled
you're so
you.
smart, you nerd? Smash!
that's kind of like the Game of Thrones, right?
hmm
Well, Game of
Yeah.
Thrones, the series is actually further than the.
It is,
Well,
yes. Oh, that was great this season too. My God. Um, anybody
we
else
got
with
my-
stuff that just were kind of regulated at Arrow and Heroes Reborn for bad shows?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So movies. What about movies?
Wow, this
Wow.
year was amazing.
It was.
You had Jurassic World
Yep.
Yeah, that was kind of a big deal.
destroyed the box office.
Yes.
It's okay.
murdered
right there.
It'll be unseated very shortly.
Yes.
A couple of hours here, I think.
Yeah. What was it? Is it Fast 7?
Yes.
Furious
Yeah,
Seven.
Fast and
Yep.
Furious
Furious
7, yeah.
No one. Well, yeah. I mean, it was. What's his name?
Paul Ryan.
Paul.
No,
Yeah,
that's
No, Paul.
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker's
Walker.
final movie.
Paul Ryan. What?
Ryan.
Oh man.
Wanting him to die in a car wreck.
Oh, good lord.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What is CJ
What
playing?
is happening?
I know what that is. That's Andrew Allen's.
Okay, yeah.
Live from the cantina.
Live from the cantina, Ben. I got it. A little
Yeah.
bit slow on the uptake there. Slow.
So, yeah.
It's a slow
what
build.
else
It's a
on
slow
the
build.
big hit. Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Closest thing
Whoa.
we're going to Josh
Sorry,
Whedon put
So
himself
that
in.
saxophone really snuck up on us. That saxophone really just snuck up on us.
And,
No.
Dale likes it when a saxophone sneaks up on him.
Let's see. On the Marvel side, we have Ant-Man.
Which
Ant-Man was
I
freaking
like it.
fantastic.
That was a
Ant-Man
fun
I
movie.
great.
thought Ant-Man was really good.
It was a lot of
And
fun. Like that was just one
possibly
of the
the-
most fun movies of the year.
It was. Whatchamacallit? And one of the best animated movies of the year.
Inside
TJ?
Out,
Yeah.
Inside Out.
Side out. Upside
which is
down.
my favorite movie of the year. BTW.
Yes.
Boy,
Yes.
you
Mine
said,
too.
Nick, what?
That's the top of the
And-
list.
My
Sorry.
favorite short of the year, also in Inside Out, Lava. You.
Lava. Lava.
Jeez.
All of the feels.
Am I the only one that doesn't
Every
like lava? I
single
guess I'm the
one
only
of
one that
them.
doesn't like lava. Okay.
You don't like it?
No.
Racist.
Racist.
No. I mean.
But I do love
Um,
Inside Out. Inside Out is my favorite movie of the year.
Yeah, Inside Out, and as much as I hate to admit it, I really liked Mad Max. Not nearly as much as some of the other podcasters that I listen to, but I really liked Mad
Hey.
Max.
Yes.
I'll watch
Yeah.
that sometime eventually.
I
Eventually.
really,
It's on my
it's
list.
actually a very enjoyable movie. It's nowhere near as good as Scott Johnson makes it out to be, but it is genuinely a good movie.
Well, it must be if he didn't ruin it for you with his.
No, it
Like
almost did. I
overhyped.
actually I watched it ironically because I'm like, there's no freaking way I'm going to absolutely hate this movie, and I watched it on my plane ride over to Dragon Con this year, and I'm like, why do I have to like this movie? I don't want to like it.
Well, I think that those preloaded, what's it called? Perceptions will color your way that you see the movie at the same time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
say, this movie is like amazing. It's the best movie of the year, and you go watch and you're like,
Fuck
doesn't
this
live up
shit.
to- Yeah, I mean, you
Nope.
like agree it's a good movie, but it's not as good as they hyped it up to be.
Yeah, there's no way that any movie can ever live up to the hype that Scott Johnson has given freaking Mad Max. I mean, they've had to ban him from saying the name of the freaking movie on his own show.
Yeah, but you can still mention the name. Yeah, the movie that shall not be named. So now
So,
everyone
I
knows
mean,
what it is.
It got so bad. It got that bad.
Gosh.
And disappointment.
50 Shades of Grey.
Dale.
I did. I went to the theater.
Wow,
wait.
we saw it at the theater.
You saw that in
Oh.
the movie theater.
Opening
Okay.
night. But yes.
Opening night.
Opening night?
All right, so here's
Wow.
all right.
Wow.
I shared this story on the show at the time. Yes, I went to see
With your
50 Shades
supermodel
of Grey.
friend?
No.
Yeah, with the hot
Even
supermodel
worse. Huh? No, not with a supermodel friend. With an ex of mine who invited me. I don't know what crazy idea I thought that would be fun. You know, to go to 50 Shades of Grey opening night with an ex
with
of
your
mine.
ex-boyfriend.
With one of my ex-boyfriends. That's
Great
the
job,
things you-
Odell.
The things you.
Sure.
Oh, I was about to say the things you do for love, but then I realized no.
What?
Did you
Yeah, I'm like, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Really?
Yep. That was the biggest. No, not that I was expecting much from 50 Shades of Grey. But
it was a slash fic of Twilight.
Oh.
I am aware of this.
Oh,
I mean, the book itself wasn't like Shakespeare or anything.
I am also aware of this because I have hence listened to the audiobook of said production.
Please
Wait a
don't tell
minute.
me you paid a lot of money for that.
No, it depends on what you mean a lot of money. Define a lot of money.
For 50
more
Shades
than
of Grey, I
5
would say
bombs.
any money would be too much money.
My disappointment for this year would probably be Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
They had a great
I couldn't bring
first
myself to do it. I couldn't bring
had
myself
a-
to go.
They had a pretty good first 2 acts of it, but they shat all over themselves in the third act and completely ruined it. It was like they had this pretty good build up. Like they had a very solid build up, and the rest of the movie is pretty solid. But you can cut out that last like almost hour, and you'd make a pretty decent movie at that point. But that last hour, because it's the last thing that you get, just taints it so badly for you.
Yeah.
Fox has been kind of disappointing on a good chunk of their Marvel movies.
Well, they finally
My
turned the
personal-
X-Men series around.
Yes, Days
Well,
of
I mean-
Future Past.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay, but I mean, it's not. And I grew up with X-Men comics too, and it's still not quite up to it. I'm sorry. I
No.
hope they do a better job with Deadpool. I really do.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping, but
The
another
trailers are any-
letdown of mine is Spectre.
Mm.
You're a
I
Bond
honestly did. I love Bond movies. I am a big Bond fan, and I actually like Spectre is one of my least favorite Bond movies.
I've avoided
Wow.
it like the plague.
I wanted
I
to
cannot
see it
recommend it to anybody.
because I was like, ooh, James Bond and Christoph Waltz. How could that be bad? And then
Oh,
everyone's like,
it's-
And then everyone's
it's not really good. I was like, how's that
they
possible?
tried to get back to like the slapsticky Bond, but
Ooh,
with Daniel
slapsticky
Craig's
Bond.
angry act, with Daniel Craig's constantly angry acting, so it fell apart so quickly.
Constant grumpy face.
Constant grumpy face, but trying to make jokes.
Ah.
Oh.
So have they
Yeah.
said because he's not going to be the next Bond, right? I mean, there's going to be a new
No.
Bond.
Yeah, they're
Any word
talking.
on-
That this is his last movie.
So I guess
No,
we-
no word yet on who's the next. No,
Do we have a Bond movie every year or like every 2 years?
no. Every two.
No,
It's about
yeah,
every
every
2.5 years.
2 and a bit years, yeah.
Skyfall was great.
Skyfall was amazing.
Skyfall was fantastic. Skyfall, one of my favorite movies of one of my favorite Bond movies. That's the reason why I went into this one. I'm like, I loved Casino Royale and Skyfall. Certainly. I mean, it almost got to the point where I almost walked out of the theater. It was that bad.
Ooh, wow.
Wow.
That's saying quite a bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I
gosh.
don't leave movies, and that one almost.
Heaven forbid you saw 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, God.
And you like,
You would have
no.
walked out of that at the opening credits scene.
I mean, I did survive through Aragon, so it takes
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
for me to walk out of a movie.
I hear bad things about that one.
Oh God.
There's a movie that doesn't know what to do with itself.
No.
That movie was
Literally,
Uh,
they're standing there with their shoulders shrugged, going, "Whoa. What are we doing?
No,
Oh shit,
I mean,
the camera's
the
rolling."
source
Oh.
material was pretty solid. How do you screw that
I
up that
love the
badly?
Aragon books.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
Last Airbender. Never mind.
Last
Yep.
Airbender, never mind. And
Oh.
let's use an Avril Lavigne
Yeah.
song for our main song, because that's cool, right? People like Avril Lavigne.
Can we
Any
just
other,
bury that movie? Like, never bring
yeah,
that up
right.
again?
I want to watch
Any
it
other
again.
disappointments on movies?
Aragon or Last Airbender? 'Cause Last
Last
Airbender, Last
Yes.
Airbender broke my heart and made me sad that you could take source material that
honest-
wonderful and just
Go.
destroy it.
If
utterly.
If Aragon is streaming somewhere, I'd like to watch it to rant and review it.
That would be cool.
But
I'd be
Do
down.
that.
I read the
That's
Do
books.
that again.
That's the only way I'd watch it.
I would actually want to tear the new the Airbender, a new one on Run to Review.
The new one?
The Last Airbender.
The Last Airbender.
Yes. The Last Airbender. I would watch that so we could just
Yeah,
tear
they-
it apart.
Yeah, there are certain bad movies just work very well on there.
Biggest disappointment, I've got another one. I think it was released in January. The Legend of Hercules.
With
The bad one.
the not rock one.
The not-rock one.
The Rock
Which
one
was
was
like-
surprisingly excellent.
Yes.
Right?
There were 2 Legend of Hercules movies released this year.
Like that was great.
The other one,
But
that
other
one, I
one-
nearly walked out of the theater. And it takes a lot for me to nearly walk out of the theater.
Yeah, Dale literally does a podcast called Terrible Tuesday Movie Night. So
It literally takes a lot for me to walk out of a theater. I nearly did.
hey, Jazz, question for you.
Uh-huh.
Can I play on something that I rent from, say, iTunes or Google Play? Do you know?
I'm not sure. It depends on if they have a channel for those.
You know, I'll have to take a look because it's not Last Airbender is not available readily on streaming, but it is available on the iTunes and Google Play.
If you rent it
so-
from Vudu, they have a
yeah,
Vudu
Voodoo's
channel
on there
there.
too.
I'm trying to think
I
of
might
what
have
it
to
is.
borrow
I
like
know
$1 from everybody because I'm not spending my own money on this movie.
I'm not spending $5 on Last Airbender.
No.
$25 on Last Airbender. Then you'll have it forever for, eternity.
Yes, whatever I
Forever,
just
ever?
feel like.
Forever and ever.
Ever.
Okay, moving on.
Other disappointments.
I've already said 50 Shades of Grey, haven't I? If not, I'll say it again.
It bears repeating.
It bears
It does.
repeating.
Definitely.
It does. Yes. Why do I do what I do?
Matt, anything?
As far as disappointments, I'd agree with you on Fantastic Four. I'll totally agree with you on Fantastic Four. That I almost walked out on. I was like, oh, this is horrible. I'm
I
like,
mean, the first, when it was when they were doing the body horror thing at the beginning, that was cool. Like that was
It was
actually
cool.
pretty cool.
it was very cool, but I would totally agree with you on last hour. What?
Yeah.
Don't get me started. It just, oh my God. I was like, you could have done so much with this.
Yes.
But you just made it just so
Shat
so
all over
crappy.
yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm like, because I am such a Marvel fanboy, so I go to all of the Marvel movies, no matter what, no matter who gives it bad reviews or what, I'm there every Marvel movie, and I'm like, oh no, my beloved Fantastic Four, probably some of my most favorite heroes in the Marvel universe, and you just made them crap. I was like, even the older Fantastic Four movies was better than this. And I was like, oh, God. So, yeah, that was my worst. But my favorite, this year, Ant-Man. So, granted, two different studios, two different portrayals of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But, Ant-Man. Ant-Man was one of my favorites. It was, I like how Michael Douglas portrayed Henry Pym. So, yeah, I think it worked out well. So
Absolutely.
those are my favorite movie of the year, Ant-Man, Marvel movie. Worst, Fantastic Four, another Marvel movie. And no, I did not go see Fifty Shades of Grey.
So, you think Marvel's Disney's gonna get the rights to Fantastic Four, push Infinity War back another 2 years? Fantastic Four.
You
I'm
know,
gonna go with no on that one.
I'm not sure. We're sitting there. Now I'll come back to it with Deadpool movie coming up. We'll see if they can redeem themselves. They better do that one right. That's all I got to say. They better do that one right.
That was this year that Spider-Man left Sony and Marvel's got it back, right?
Yes.
That was this
They're
year.
gonna split profits, aren't they? Or like?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's how it worked.
Yeah, I believe so. But yeah, Deadpool better be done right. Or you're going to have a lot of ticked off nerds. A lot of ticked off nerds.
No one wants that.
They were all at Dragon Con, dressed up like Deadpool. Any kind of crossover you could think, Deadpool was dressed that way.
Deadpool crossed with 50 Shades of Grey. Sorry, moving on.
That would not surprise me.
I would watch that movie.
I'm kind of
I would
afraid
watch
to
that movie.
search for that.
All right. New tech for this year. Had some good tech come out this year.
BB-8 Sparrow.
Yeah, the BB-8 Sparrow. I got to play around with a Surface Book, and I really want one of those. I don't have one, but I want one. I got the PlayStation 4, was fantastic. Obviously not new, but new to me this year. Yeah, I haven't really got to play around with too much tech this year. Even stuff that I get for Geek Toys has been kind of limited more so to toys than tech. So really
I
nothing.
haven't played with much either. So
the only thing I could add is I do have a Samsung S6 right now.
Okay.
It's actually a pretty nice phone. Very user friendly as far as Android base, and I'm quite happy with it. So
there you go.
I'd highly recommend it to anybody who's an Android fan. I'd sit there, put it at the top of your list.
I can tell you what I'm looking forward to next year. Psychonauts 2 and PSVR, the PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
Because they're going to release a game, an in-between for Psychonauts 1 and 2 on the VR only. So, if they do it right, I will pick it up. I will pick up the PS VR, which, as it turns out, has a external processing unit that plugs into the PlayStation 4.
Very cool.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not all for like the whole moving around, but if I could just sit down and use a controller to play, there might be a little bit disorienting.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen. It's an anime called Dot Hex Sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it looks like they stay stationary, but they use a controller or mouse and keyboard to move around.
Yeah.
Any disappointments for this year on tech side?
Like I said, without playing with a lot, there haven't been a ton of disappointments. I really don't have anything.
I don't have any either.
You think BlackBerry will have a breakout year in 2016?
Nope.
Nope.
Survived longer than I thought they did.
Oh yeah, people have been predicting that they'd go down. What, since 2013?
Stubborn, worthless company ever. All right. So we're not going to get into the news this year for this year, mainly because we're running a little bit long. this year was
Stuff
weird.
happened with things. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, tune in more to the Generic Live show in a couple of weeks when I'm on there, and we'll get more into like the news and such that's happened during 2015.
Definitely.
It's been kind of depressing this year.
Not gonna lie, it's gonna be a heavy show, and Generic Live show does cover the news. So if you do need a show, head on over to geek-io.net/GLS. Sorry, shameless plug.
No, they're fine. So we're gonna get into stuff for 2016. So finally, we get to stop tugging the boats and get to talking.
Let's talk about January first. So, because that's going to be exciting.
Starting off in January, Dale's going to be here.
Hooray!
I'm going to kidnap him. He's never leaving.
Sweet.
You technically can employ me, so there's no one on
my
visa.
Yes,
I can change the visa.
I do have an LLC, and I could employ you. You would never be paid, but you would have room and board.
At this stage. Let's just say at this stage.
Yes. At this stage, I would not be able to employ you except with paying you by room and board. So, that's going to happen. So we're going to have a lot of shows with me and Dale here.
Dale reads the Urban Dictionary.
We do need to just grab everyone's favorite Dale segments and just do a whole show of that while I'm over there. Dale reads Urban Dictionaries.
I'd be down for that.
Dale weird noises.
We'll just start tickling Dale when he's on his music.
Sleepy Dale. Sleepy Dale. Huh?
Sleepy Dale's fantastic.
Anyway,
we're going to put Reese on your back and have you give him pony rides and record you while doing them.
Jazz has to improve that first, but yeah, continue.
He prefers trolley rides, not horse rides.
Trolley rides?
So you have to make like chugga chugga sounds the whole time you're going. Ding ding. Chugga, chugga, chugga,
so yeah, that's going to happen.
We watched a lot of Daniel Tiger here. Sorry.
Okay.
And we're gonna do some live stuff from the Disney World because Jazz is coming to the Disney World and the Dale's going to the Disney World and I'm going to the Disney World.
The Dale's going to the Disney World.
So there will be stuff recorded from Disney World.
So why don't you come to Disney World, Raul?
Oh. I've got on the other side of the country.
Silence.
Wow. Anyway. That was some really awkward silence.
On a personal level, doing Dragon Con again this year. Woo. MetroCon too. I got invited to go to, and there's a reason why I'm mentioning conventions. So there's a reason. I got invited to go to PAX East to do some commentating for Greater Than Games and their tournaments and their panels. So I'm going to be moderating a panel at PAX East for Greater Than Games. I'm going to be doing their Sentinels Tactics tournament. And they're making my life a lot easier when I go up there. Also, I just kind of have to be there and have kind of play handler for a couple of the people too for a little bit each day. But yeah, I'm going to PAX East this year. I'm going to try and go to Dragon Con this year. Or not Dragon Con, BlizzCon this year. I'm going I'm definitely doing MetroCon and Dragon Con. I really, really, really want to do BlizzCon this year.
Talk about we were talking about the community beginning of the show. Dragon Con, amazing for that.
Oh yes. Jazz, you need to come to Dragon Con this year.
Working on it.
Nobody's having babies.
No babies.
Everybody should be good.
Well, I've got something to tell you guys. No.
Oh, it's I got an announcement.
Oh, Raul's pregnant.
Raul's pregnant. Congratulations.
Hito, why don't you come to Dragon Con this year?
Actually, I can do Dragon Con. I can drive there.
Yeah, you can.
I drove there.
Charlotte to Atlanta, not a problem.
There you go. Might have a thing going on there. That was probably one of my best things that I've done this year is do a podcast at Dragon Con. That was so much fun. Also, Mortal Kombat X.
Yes.
Go back and listen to our Dragon Con episode for me being weirded out by about 50 people watching me and Raul fail miserably while playing Mortal Kombat X.
I will make it a point.
There we go. I might have to look into bigger housing then.
I will not
So-
be attending Dragon Con for the 17th year in a row. It hasn't been going for that long, but sure, why not?
Yes, it has. This is their 21st
Oh, okay.
year.
I will not be going for Dragon Con for the 22nd time in a row. 20
Which leads me into the big thing that I've been, one of the big things that I've been hinting at all of this year. Matt, take us away, my friend.
Oh boy, we are about to. Not exactly sure how much you want me to reveal.
All right, here, I got this. I got the elevator pitch. Because this is what I do.
This is what we call a tough. No, this is not a tough sell. We're not selling. Well, we are selling something.
No, this
Well, I
is
can
yeah.
sell
It
it. I
is.
just don't know how much I want to
Yeah,
sell.
all right.
Ah.
Starting in January, a brand new subsite to the Geek.io network is going to be released. It's currently just going to be a blog, maybe more, but it is going to be entitled Con Geeks. What it is, we are taking what Matt described as his Battle to BlizzCon, making it for everything. You want ways to get to Dragon Con, PAX Prime, PAX East, PAX South, PAX Australia, Tokyo Game Show, E3, MetroCon, Gen Con, Dice Tower Con, any of these, they will be up on this site, and as well as eventually on the Facebook page. We are going to be putting a lot of effort into that to get you guys as much information as humanly possible. Discounted room rates, whether through us or through the official cons themselves. Reviews of some of the conventions of the past, and that is also going to be the home where all of our con coverage is going to go, including Pensacon, DragonCon, MetroCon. All of those are going to live in Con Geeks, and there's just going to be the stuff that we've covered for previous conventions and lots more. Eventually, it might roll into a podcast, but right now the plan is just currently a blog.
A communication blog, pretty much. Like,
yeah, basically.
It's like, hey, is there anyone that wants to meet up at, I don't know, Alamo City Comic Con?
Yeah.
This will be the one shop for every convention that you can think of, for travel information, all that. This will be the one-stop shop to go to. We have sat there and watched as that you have to search and look, and we will have them all. And we will painstakingly look at all of them, from the little convention to Dragon Con to BlizzCon to San Diego Comic-Con. We will find them, and we will find them all, and we will be the place that you can find them at.
Places to and not to eat.
Yes.
Yep. Best place
Yeah,
to
we're
stay.
gonna get. Yeah, we're gonna get people. We're gonna get testimonials from people that have been to the cons and talk with them, and do some at most some short term, kind of like what we do with our build up to Dragon Con every year. Get people who are subject matter experts for the specific cons and kind of ask them some questions. What to do, what not to do, where to eat, where not to eat, where to stay, where not to stay, kind of thing.
And we
But for
will
everything.
And yep, we will definitely be that place to go to find out all that information. Because we are about the community, and we are all about catering to that community.
Exactly.
But yes, that was the big announcement. I was a little bit hesitant, but CJ brought it home.
This is what I do.
This is what CJ does.
CJ brought it home. But yes,
I market apparently excessively well.
Yes. But yes, keep your eyes out, everybody.
Absolutely.
Who's listening? January 1st. January 1st.
Yes.
January 1st.
And another thing. I'm not
Wait,
guaranteeing
hang on.
in
Sorry.
January.
So when I'm on an aeroplane to the States, what you're telling me is when I've got 12 hours to spend in LAX, I can go on to Con Geeks and geek out about cons. Okay.
Exactly.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
And a second announcement that I brought up earlier in the show, where a bunch of us were talking Hearthstone, and both Dale and Jazz's eyes glazed over. Don't pretend it didn't happen. I saw you.
Wait, you talked about Hearthstone? I don't even remember that conversation.
I do very well.
I've been playing around with this idea for a while now.
Sorry,
for
what
about
did
a
Raul
year.
just hold up to the screen? I'm confused.
Oh, sorry. It's my patch from PAX South.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
nice.
I thought you were holding up a sign that said "too soon." Like, I want to do that now. I want to make a sign that says "too soon."
Says too soon. And just hold it up like randomly.
We make jokes about certain NPC that got burnt.
I don't have a pen at my desk. Sorry.
So I made a comment to that earlier, and I mentioned a few big words that even made Dale and Jazz visibly cringe. I've been playing around with that idea now for a while, and sometime in 2016 it's going to launch. I mentioned this on the Extra Life Gaming Marathon as well. I'm going to officially finally release the deck list, which is your, again, one-stop shop for all of your card game and tabletop gaming needs. Going to be covering news from, Magic the Gathering, Hearthstone, Dungeons and Dragons, Roll20, pretty much anything to do with card and tabletop gaming I'm going to cover on there on a weekly basis, and then go in depth on certain things like what certain terminologies mean, what do people say when they mean a meta, what do people say when they mean a mulligan or anything like that. All of that will be covered on the deck list sometime in 2016, probably second half of 2016 as it currently stands, but I will be doing that pretty much as soon as I get done shopping around for a co-host, because I'm not that exciting by myself.
You shop around, like you have to go down to the store and shop one to one.
The Quickie Podcast Mart and
Quickie Podcast,
and just shop around there.
Comedy,
exactly.
News, political.
Exactly. You just stay away. Just stay away from aisle 12, because that's where they keep all the sex people.
That's
That's the mature.
And also, but if you want someone to take you down the sex, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not
announcing.
I am not announcing my new sex podcast.
Now I kind of want to make a sex podcast called Aisle 12, but nobody will understand the reference. Nobody will ever understand the reference.
Yeah, let's not go down that aisle.
I kind of want to do it though.
If you want someone in your shopping cart while you go down aisle 12 to distract you, generic live show will still be occurring in 2016.
Exactly.
There you go.
Bigger and better than ever.
Yes.
Mainly because I'll be on the first two shows of the year.
Aisle 12, : bigger and better than ever before. Now with more shelves. I will not kill our guest.
Yeah, don't kill Matt.
Don't kill me.
Hang on.
His liver's going to do that fast enough for him.
I'm gonna sign for that. I'm gonna sign for that.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Oh, keep that.
All right. Anybody else that wanna mention anything that they're doing for 2016?
Oh, Brow's pregnant. We gotta take that into consideration.
Raul's gonna have a taco baby in 2016.
Yeah. Okay.
I would like to give a shout out.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
To April Dries and Angel Sanchez for helping me out with the Facebook page.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've been fantastic, And I thought I'd give them a little shout out. Thank you again, ladies.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They are. Very much so.
All right. Anything else?
Do we want to give a New Year's resolution real quick? Since this is the last show?
No, I fail so miserably at those, I'm done with them. My New Year's resolution is to get my weight loss surgery and to begin a new life completely.
Yeah. Mine's
My
not.
New Year's resolution, kind of along the way as CJ, I've managed to drop 40 pounds so far. I'd like to lose about 50 more.
Very good.
There you go.
Yep.
Moving right along.
New Year's resolution for me. Oh, yes, beer. Awesome. My New Year's resolution is to not go down aisle 12. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see how well I succeed at not going down aisle 12.
Yeah. I'll show you aisle 12 when you get to here.
Well, there's hammers. There's shovels down aisle 12.
No. What happens on aisle 12 stays on aisle 12.
Yes.
Winds up on red tube.
Jesus.
Okay.
First rule of aisle 12.
First
You
rule
don't
of
talk
aisle
about
12.
aisle 12.
Don't talk about aisle 12.
We're starting to go off the rails here.
All right, yeah.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, any other resolutions, Jazz?
No, I haven't thought of any. So,
All right, Raul.
I would at least try to stream a little bit more
There you
over
go.
on Twitch.
There you go. That's a good resolution.
On both of the channels, twitch.tv/TechieGamer and Geek.io Show.
There you go.
All right. So let's go ahead and wrap this puppy up then. You can wait.
Whoa! Stop thinking about
Take
my aisle 12.
He
You
sprained
can
his
reach
tongue.
the show.
Down aisle 12? Splintering your tongue down aisle 12.
You can reach the show at twitter.com/geeko show, facebook.com/geeko show. Our site, which has everything, including upcoming con geeks, deck list, and more, is geek-io.net. You can also contact the show, geekioshow@gmail.com, or you can give us a call, 727-489-4335. By the way, I think her name was Rebecca, who gave that number out to telemarketers. Fuck you. It's 727-489-GEEK.
Whoa.
Also, remember, we record Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern over at geek-io.net/live. There's a chat there, everything. You can mobile listeners can also go over to tunein.alphageekradio.com and diamondclub.tv.
So next week on the Geek.io show, there's not
Christmas
gonna be
Eve. And
It's
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
It's Christmas
Before the
Eve
end
and
of the
Christmas
year,
Day,
we're going to do
so-
a Star Wars special, a Star Wars written review. So, don't know when, but we'll do that eventually, before the end of the year. Promise.
It'll happen, probably.
Probably.
Most
potentially.
It'll be filled with spoilers, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we will spoil
But
the hell out of
not
everything.
filled with yawns.
Sorry
We
about
will
that.
have
Hey!
the spoiler warning.
Now it's time for the
played the right one.
Geek.io Winter Movie Smackdown Update.
It's almost
Alright,
like I've
okay.
done this before.
Can we add that to the Dale show? Doing it live.
Absolutely. All right. So, yes, indeed. The last one before The Force Awakens, and that'll shake up everything. It'll be interesting. Jazz is still up top, $13.6 million. Raul in second place with $12.1 million. Dale in third place with $10.3 million. Myself in fourth with $1.5 million. And Sakani at $897,000. Krampus is killing it.
Go Krampus.
man.
What is
Go
going
Krampus.
on? Also, I want to point out, did anyone actually notice that Alvin and the Chipmunks has actually been pushed forward?
No, jeez.
Yes, Alvin and the Chipmunks has been pushed forward.
So they're releasing
Tell
it
me
Star
they're opening
Wars?
up this weekend.
Yes.
Tell me they're opening up.
They're opening up this
Why?
weekend. You can look it up if you want to, but I that just alert came through about half an hour ago on my phone.
Wow.
Alvin and the Chipmunks is
Yeah.
opening up.
It's gonna get
Poor
good.
Alvin
they
and
do
the
that?
Chipmunks.
I need confirmation on that, but yes, as it stands.
Krampus is still at a 65% on freaking IMDb and is currently pulled in 25 million, almost $30 million, netting a net profit of $3.3 million for Jazz. The Good Dinosaur only net Raul 3.8 million. So yeah.
Did the Good Dinosaur ever crack 100 million?
I don't think so. I don't think it's cracked 100 million yet. It is
Yes,
the
Box
lowest.
Office Mojo confirms that Alvin and the Chipmunks: The Road Trip is being wide released December 18th, 2015.
Oh.
Well, Jazz,
And
there
it's
you go.
Joy,
You lost
I
again.
think Joy might be as well.
No, Joy is opening
no.
25th.
The Good Dinosaur is not
Okay,
cracked
no,
100
it got
million.
bumped back.
$91.6 million domestic gross. That is the
Ooh.
lowest
Crazy.
rate. That is by far the lowest grossing Pixar movie. Even Cars 2 outperformed this.
Yeah.
Alvin and the Chipmunks opening December 18th, 3,653 theaters. Bye-bye. Bye,
Jazz, you've officially lost.
Not necessarily.
Alright, so
no,
we need to... Not necessarily.
If Sisters was the other one opening.
Yes.
Yeah, Star Wars opens, CJ, and you have already what, 2 million? 2.5
Yeah,
million?
as soon as Box Office Mojo starts reporting, I net $2 million.
Just
it will
just like
poof,
magically,
be
just
there.
like that. Poof. There. Which explains why Alvin and the Chipmunks has Rotten Tomatoes review already of like 4% or whatever it's at. It is the worst movie of the season so far.
Sweet. That's what I was hoping
Wow.
It's worse than Jim. Yay! I don't have the worst movie.
Oh, I did have the worst movie with mine.
Now that that's opening up on Star Wars weekend, I think we have a competitor with Gem and the Holograms for worst buy of the season.
15% is Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I mean, even at $9, dude, that movie's gonna make you $3 on a taco.
for. Not necessarily. The kids have to go see something while their parents are watching Star Wars. Come on.
Yeah, The Good Dinosaur.
The Good Dinosaur. No, Soul Sister or whatever that other movie is.
Krampus.
Sisters.
Krampus. Chelsea Krampus. Wait, which was still making money.
Send the kids to see Krampus.
I've actually seen Krampus. I've dedicated a little bit of money to the Jazz's fund, and it's campy fun. It is really it is a perfect rant and review movie. It is good bad. It is fantastic for Terrible Tuesday movie night next Christmas. It's fun. It's bad. It's so bad, but it's fun. All right.
I'm down.
Alrighty, there you go.
All right.
What's been going on the site, Jazz?
Yeah, Jazz, what's happening
I'm
on the
scrolling,
Geek IO Network?
and man,
And planned.
going on the Geek IO Network, the best of 25. Wow, 2015 nominations for the generic live show are still
25
open.
BC. Jesus rose from the grave.
Vote
Not
for your
everyone.
favorite stories and the episode of the year over at tiny.cc/bestofgls. And the small screen spoiler show wants you to smile. I'm so tired. I've got to go to bed. Tell you.
Small
tell you
screen
why-
spoilers, no.
They'll tell
What's
you
your
why
smile?
explain why Fitz is so awesome, and CJ wonders why heroes suck so much.
So
you
bad.
talk about
Why
that?
heroes are so stupid.
I don't know.
I think he did.
But we had
yeah.
a special guest on the
The
small
Once
screen
Upon a
spoiler
Time.
show.
Yes.
You should listen and see who it was.
Yes.
It may be someone in this room. And then, of course, the accounting droid gets all Android, payee, and more.
And more. Remember, you can visit us over at Patreon over at patreon.com/geekio to help us out with a small monthly donation. However, in the bound of Christmas, I actually encourage everyone to give money to your local charity this Christmas.
I actually, you could still donate to Extra Life. So if you don't want to do that, head over to our geek-io.net/extra life page and donate a little bit of money. It still goes strictly to the Children's Miracle Network, and it's still charity. And yeah, I kind of agree with that one. Let's not do a Patreon ad. Just go over to geek-io.net/extra life and donate to the Children's Miracle Network.
I've given money to the Red Cross this Christmas myself, so I encourage everyone else to do so.
There you go.
There you go.
The Salvation Army, Red Cross, your local Boys and Girls Club. All these are really, really
don't
great.
give money to aisle 12. Just don't.
Oh. On that note, we can also be heard on Stitcher Radio. Be sure to search for Geek.io to help us out if you do, and as well as iTunes, and be sure to leave us a honest review, and we'll gladly read it on the show.
Alrighty.
All right, show titles.
Show titles.
The last official show of 2015.
Wow. I'm just reading them.
Great one.
Can we make that a show title? Yes, please. Spraining your tongue. She blinded me with magic science. Jessica Jones on Slow Drip. You motored me. The hard one's coming up. Rainbow sparkles out the back. You
skipped one.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Chicken soccer and car soccer. Rainbow sparkles out the back. Use your words. Dirty millennial hipster. Heroes afterbirth. The saxophone the saxophone sneaks up on you. Constant grumpy face, and aisle 12 is the sex aisle, and the saxophone.
The saxophone, as Dale just coined, the saxophone.
Let's call it the saxophone here. What are you talking about?
I don't know what to pick. I have no
idea. I don't know what to pick either.
I have to con my children into making a new outro, but here it is for the last time of 2012. See you next year, folks.
I think you mean 2015, but yes, 2012 also works.
Geek.io production. Copyright 2015. Geek.io. Geek and Geek out. Thank you. What's that?